Hello, I'm Debbie Jewell from Hartley, Delaware, here at WBOC's historic Studio D. You're watching Delmarva Life.
I got to tell you, Debbie shared a lot of good information with us, and I know that you were soaking up every bit of it.
I was.
Sending
a lot
somebody
of that
to
I
college.
didn't know.
Whew. Okay, so where is Brian? We've been trying to figure this out for the last hour.
Yeah, and he gave us some clues so far. The town is 119 miles from Washington, D.C. The town used to be a major port. Finally, the name Lord Baltimore. That was one of the clues.
Right.
And I'm ready. I know where it is.
You know where it is. You know where is it? Where, I know what I'm thinking, and I think you know where.
Salisbury.
You're saying Salisbury. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking Salisbury. We had, I think, what was it, Charlestown, Virginia. We had
we had the Inner Harbor.
All right, Brian, come on.
So is that your final answer, Salisbury?
We're going with Salisbury.
You're going with Salisbury? Well, I'm very happy to tell you both. You're right. I am in Wicomico County in the city of Salisbury. Yay, you got one right. Well, I think you've gotten a couple right. But anyway, we are standing right along the well-known plaza area here in Salisbury, and there's a lot to talk about since this is the largest city on the Eastern Shore. As many of you may know, Salisbury is known as the crossroads of Delmarva. The city is 11.4 square miles in size and has a population of more than 30,000 people. A little bit of history. Salisbury is located at the head of the Wicomico River. This location was a major factor in the city's growth. At first, the area was actually a small outpost of George Calvert, who was the first Lord Baltimore. Originally from England, he was key in helping form the colony of Maryland. In 1732, Salisbury became an official port. It actually became the second most active seaport in Maryland. Baltimore was the first. Now, Salisbury is home to Poplar Hill Mansion, a federal-style home built in 1795 and is the oldest home in Salisbury. It's open to the public for tours. Also here in Salisbury, you will find Salisbury University. The school has ranked in the top 10% of public and private institutions nationwide. Now, in terms of entertainment, you have Purdue Stadium, which is home to the Delmarva Shorebirds. There's also the Wicomico Youth and Civic Center, which holds concerts, sporting events, and various shows. The venue itself is a living war memorial with each of its rooms named after historically important military conflicts. And the mission behind the war memorial is to honor the armed forces from Wicomico County who lost their lives while serving the United States during war. So a lot of great stuff going on here in Salisbury, and I want to introduce you to Brad Belichico, who is the Executive Director of the Salisbury Area Chamber of Commerce. First thing, what is it about Salisbury that you think attracts people to the area?
Well, it's a welcoming area. It's a great place to live and work, and that makes people want to come here. A lot of people come here to Salisbury University and stay. You know, graduate, find jobs, and make this their new home.
They end up building a life here.
Yeah.
You guys have a lot of things going on. There's these after-hour events. Briefly explain to me what they're all about.
It's a networking opportunity. This area works very much on personalities and relationships, more so than most business communities. So we have these events for people to come into a business, see what the business does, meet the owner, and they provide a little food, drink, and entertainment, and we all have a good time while we're learning.
Chance to get to know people. There's a bunch of events coming up here. There's one we want to talk about. A big event that's going to be taking place in September. It's the 3rd annual Hidden Treasures Half Marathon in 5K, and this event actually qualifies you for the New York City Marathon. It's going to be Sunday, September 9th at 9 a.m. And then real quick, too, briefly, a couple seconds, you have another event coming on the end of the month as well.
September 29th, we're doing the 2nd annual Freedom Ride, which is a combination bicycle ride and a run. We've got different distances available, but it's designed to be a tune-up for people that are planning to do the Seagull Century the next week, which is, of course, the 7,000 plus rider event that's held out of Salisbury University.
So a lot of big stuff coming up in September. So Brad, thank you very much for being here with us today. We really appreciate it. So Jimmy and Lisa, with that said, Salisbury, you guys got it. You got it right. I have to give credit where credit is due. With that said, we'll send it back to you guys in the studio.
Is that 2 out of 10 now?
Yeah, something like that.
Thanks.
Now let's take a look at what's coming up in the news on First at 5, Fox 21, and later on WBOC News at 6.